Welcome to Center of Light, all my friends. Let me be at least one of the first to wish you happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever it is that floats your boat. Don't let anyone buck your current about how you sound off in your greetings to well wish someone. One moment. Hanging out with my beautiful son, Eden Sky, who's on the bed over here, chilling out, being a phenomenal young man. I just posted some pictures of him playing guitar. He recently picked up guitar after many years as his dad, full-time professional musician, trying to influence him. When I left it alone, he decided he wants to pick up guitar. And he's doing it phenomenally. So, happy holidays. I hope whatever that is for you comes to its fruition. Tonight we are talking about brain freeze. I'm looking at Facebook. I think my video card is going out. It's not keeping up. Why? I don't know. This is strange. Give me a moment. You're going to hear an echo. I'm sure of it. This is weird. It is so weird. I think my video card is going out. Either way, you're going to be fine. Welcome to the Center of Light. Tonight we're talking about brain freeze. Brain freeze. Check this out. I'm going to sing you a bit of a ditty. Check this out. Look at the guy on your left. He's Mr. Christmas. He's Mr. Snow. He's Mr. Icicle. He's Mr. 10 Below. Let's see who's in the room. I'm having all kinds of complications. One moment, I'm moving things around. Let's see who's in the room tonight. I see Dana. Dana's going to go Christmas shopping soon. I can feel it. Kelly. Mark. Carm de Shasha. Debbie. Ricky Vito the V. What's up, bro? Blessings. I'm loving your post about you and your daughter. It's touching my heart. It truly is Christmas for me. To see that from a place of truly being concerned to something just being celebrated. Good, my bro Rick. Let's see. Peter Coyle. I'm going to play a Peter Coyle song here shortly. Peter Coyle, thank you, bro. Hope you're well. So tonight we're talking about brain freeze. Brain freeze. I love my banners. They tell a lot. They're often funny. Double and triple and quadruple entendres are always inherent in the banners I create. I do that because I love doing things. I love creating. But that banner alone tells a lot. Let's look at it one more time. Brain freeze. What is brain freeze? All right, Keith's up to something. Oh, God dang right, I'm up to something. I'm up to hanging out with you. What else do I have better to do? Center of Light, my house, my beautiful little abode. Brain freeze. Usually when we're doing something fun, like ice cream, or whatever it is that causes brain freeze, something fun, recreational, cold, flavorful, ice cream, snowball, this, that, which is cold. We take it in, and then it hurts a lot. It's almost like a hurts so good, like John Cougar says. It hurts. The ice cream that you ate so fast tastes so good and it hurts, and it's worth the pain. The pain is worth having the ice cream. If you want to see God, give a child an ice cream cone. I like ice cream, and if I get a brain freeze, it's worth it. I like John or Jill Doe. I like my job. I like the this or the that. And if I get a brain freeze to where my life comes to a grinding halt because I'm frozen, because of what happened, it's a metaphorical spiritual brain freeze, or a heart freeze rather. You can have a heart freeze eating something cold. Either way, brain freeze, heart freeze. It's about looking at what happens to us when things hit us hard. And things are coming. This is not doom and gloom prophecy. Life by the infinite on every possible level is coming, and it's arriving here now. Brain freeze. What will I do when this thing that I've taken in as ice cream cone, because it's so fine, or at least I think it is, until it causes me that strike, that stab in the brain, that stab in the heart. Life is beautiful until it becomes self-detrimental about how one thinks it should or shouldn't be. Brain freeze. Freeze. It'll freeze you up. It'll freeze you. So do you need some spiritual WD-40 to put in your joints? If you get my points. Let's see who is here. If it, I'm going to say a bad affirmation, and I'm going to surround it with pink fuzzy light so it disperses after I share with you this idea. I'm always having technical issues. Yes, it's a reflection of me, but I want to share with you my process. It was my memory, so I thought, but it wasn't. So I bought new memory. So I'm always stepping up my game, trying to do. Now it seems my video card. Video. Being able to see. The capacity to see. Something that facilitates seeing. Vision. Right now, maybe it's going awry. Or it's going through an upgrade. Or a downgrade. Or a side grade. Either way. Sandy Hunt. Yusuf Khan. What's up, bro? Gisela Michelle. Elwood, Merry Christmas to all of you. Jody Lee, Wittest. What's up, Jody Lee? You are a funny... Jody, if you're still here, send me an exclamation point. You are a funny, illumined individual. Hello, Cindy. Debbie. You are. So tonight I am speaking about brain freeze in every possible aspect of life. We call ourselves brainy, or I'm in my brain when I'm in my highest game. It's really not where you are. Your brain is just that mechanism, that machine. It's still part of your divine matrix. It's every bit as beautiful as the soul is. The point is, it's the gateway. It's the platform through which the light and the information, spiritual people call it God. Scientific people call it the unified field, where energy and information come together in a state of unity. Brain freeze. When something beyond what we are wanting, think we're wanting, or think we don't want, shows up and we get stuck, frozen. And I don't mean stuck long term, which can happen. This presentation tonight is speaking about becoming immediately frozen and stuck. Because if you don't get immediately frozen and stuck, there is no future timeline because it's done. You're just not frozen and stuck. Yes, something in your life can happen that will take you back. Things in life are coming. If you're old as I am, however old you are, let's say 50 onward, people you grew up with are dying. Until it becomes your turn. It's inevitable. And so, as we move into the experience of being frozen, we create an early death. An early death, simply an early death. So the idea is when something smacks you in the face, if you have the spiritual tenacity, passion, muster, or whatever it takes for you to not be affected, it will take you off your center, off your kilter. But once you move through your love and light, non-judgmental filter, you will be able to offer the greatest key component ever created for you in this moment. And that is your awareness of that you exist, have always, and will forever. I am. And when you understand that you are, you will forever consciously will be. Brain freeze. I love ice cream, but it freezes me up. It stops me in my tracks. Doesn't brain freeze when you eat ice cream or something cold stop you in your tracks? It's like, in fact, don't talk to me. Shut up. Let me quote metaphorically, but yet literally. Don't talk. Let me enjoy my painful moment. You get brain freeze. Do you want people just talking to you? No. You know why you got the brain freeze? Because of the ice cream. Ice cream, brain freeze. Ice cream, brain freeze. Which do I choose? I choose the ice cream knowing the brain freeze is coming with it. Simple dialogue. Powerful information. Opens up an amazing window of spiritual possibility, doesn't it? I'm going to go into a song break. I'll be right back. We get to the thick of it. I have a very special presentation by Sadhguru. Nori Love's in the house. I can see it. What's up, Nori? It's about the mind, the brain, the freezing of the mind. Watch this video, my brother and sister, and you will find something else. And it's, yes, listen to the words he says. Yes, look at the beauty of a man he is. Allow yourself to use those words and the physical dynamic that's happening for you as a way out, rather a way in, which is the way out. So once you get into the dialogue and the energy of his role, keep rolling. Keep rolling. You will still see the man, the divinity he is, and hear the divine wisdom that oozes simply and effortlessly out of his being, to where you will be riding the current, a current where you will be able to see something beyond the language, beyond the divinity you think you are seeing. There's something else. Can you hear it? Will you hear it? And if you hear it, it will bring you back to a space where you can have your cake or your ice cream and you eat it too without freezing up. Simply without freezing up. I deserve this. I deserve ice cream without having a shock to my brain, to my heart, to my solar plexus, to my groin, to my life. It's just a divine dance. Going to be right back. Welcome to the Center of Light. Let's see what we have in the old till. Oh, I said I was going to play some Peter Coyle. He says, love. Let me find it. This little screen is this small. There he is. I'll see you shortly. Actually, for whatever reasons, that song is not in my till. The label is there, but there's no video bite. One moment. How about some... I love this song. Andrea Forrest, dear friend of mine. You'll love it. Welcome back to Center of Light, my friend Peter Coyle. My apologies to you. I'm going to correct the fact that this video is not in queue. He did say something to the effect of, I want to give him my attention. He's a beautiful man. Truly beautiful man. He says, we see the world changing in 2020, love and light. Completely. What's up, Anna? Elaine? Sandy? Gisela? Andrea Forrest, I just played your song. Did you see that? Everyone, Andrea Forrest just showed up. I just played her song, Ishq. I did. Hello, Andrea. What's up, Dri? Tonight we're talking about brain freeze. If you stop an issue from anchoring itself into your being now, because they're coming. It's coming. All of it is coming. Your unclarities, your shadows, that doesn't mean you're bad or wrong or you did something horrible. That's not what that is. Just everything that you are not aware of is going to show up to help you become aware of it so you can do something about it. What is the it? The it is whatever you are, pro or con. But here's the thing. It's not a pro or con. It's a pro or pro. Yo, sis or bro. Because it's simply trying to show you something. And the more you get out of brain freeze, he's Mr. Christmas, he's Mr. Snow, he's Mr. Icicle, he's Mr. 100 Below. So the more you become aware, it's a simple task. It's not hard. It's not church on Sunday, which is a beautiful thing, a social way to celebrate Creator. I get it. I'm doing that with you now. We are having church. Hallelujah. So what I am offering to you tonight and through this presentation is to be on guard. I don't mean out of a defense posture. On guard as if I am aware that my unawarenesses are going to come into my awareness with the hope to bring me to a better space, an expanded space of awareness. How easy is the game? It's easy, isn't it? It's actually already working in your favor. It's already working in your favor. I see some new friends are showing up, new tribe. Peter Coyle says, wedding the sun flare in 2020, people. What's up, Peter? Linda. Hi, Linda. Karima Cynthia Clayton. Linda Chaplin Westbrook. So what is transpiring? Again, I've said this in all of my presentations. I'm kicking my microphone. Boom, boom, boom. But there's a train station across from me, so the ground is shaking. You're probably hearing all this background noise. Either way. I've said this many different ways, and I like saying it differently because people do, even though they speak English, they do speak different languages, different dialects, different non-spoken dialects. So that this brain freeze, things happen in life. We stop. Oh my God, this is taking me off kilter. Because we run it through our natural default filter. My old way of living says, this is what this is, and this is how I should hunker myself. It causes a brain freeze. It's like eating a beautiful ice cream cone. You want to see God, give a child an ice cream cone. And they will take the ice cream cone any day of the week, knowing that a brain freeze can happen. That's called innocence. That's called divinity. That's being childlike. That's being able to play in the garden, knowing that as a Christed soul, I'm willing to sacrifice a brain freeze for something beautiful. It's really you. The whole process, the whole transition is just simply you. There's nothing else. There's no other person in your life is important. until you realize the importance of you. And then you can begin to cast this beautiful idea, this beautiful divine stank onto everybody else around you. Until then, the check will bounce. So how do we pounce into this beautiful conception? It's to understand that anytime in life when something happens, look, trust me, I've never lost a child. I never had certain things happen to me that may have happened to you. Stop me dead in my tracks like it did you. But I have my own, and I couldn't share that with you possibly in a way that you would understand either. But all of that, the dialogue with Spirit, the unspoken dialogue with God, is revealing itself. Are you fluent with the star language? Are you fluent in the star language, which is your divine language? Have you traced your steps? Have you rekindled your fire? I'm trying. I'm really trying. Let's see who's here. People are showing up. Good to see people. Christopher what's up, Chris? Porsche? Chris, I just had a memory of you one of the last times I've seen you. I'm not going to share it publicly. It's not bad, but it's funny. You will laugh your ass off when I share it with you in a message. What's up, Georgia Vashon? Lewis? My bro him, Lewis. Sandy says, I've had brain freeze all day. Ironic. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? It's like rain. All right, y'all. Tonight we're talking about brain freeze. Something in life happens. No matter how endowed you are, you will be stopped in your tracks. Let's call that brain freeze. But do you know the techniques or the technique that will allow you to alleviate your metaphorical brain freeze? Physically, it's to put your tongue on your soft palate because the heat of your tongue alleviates the brain freeze. Likewise, spiritually, do you know the technique to alleviate any ache in your brain because you just been slammed with some information? We call that brainy. That's not brainy. But it seems like it slams your brain, slams your heart, slams your solar plexus, your groin. Do you have the information that will prepare you for what is coming? What is coming is not some doom and gloom prophecy, as I said a minute ago. That's not what it is. What is coming is the revelation of yourself. Are you sure, Keith? I don't know. Look in the mirror. How's your life going? Are you seeing more so now of what you can no longer tell secret? You can no longer hide secrets from God. Is it revealing itself than it was 10 years ago? What is that new Facebook challenge? The 10-year challenge or whatever it's called. Show yourself 10 years ago and then present day. 10 minutes from now, that's going to turn within itself infinitely. That's what's happening. So tonight we're talking about brain freeze. Any moment of our life that grabs us and says, like it or not, I will have your attention. Wow. First thing, notice what I did with my hand. Wow. Because that's what it feels like. I have your attention because you have not been paying attention before. So now we're going to freeze this moment. And I got your attention. And it requires your full brain to be wrapped into the idea. I got you. So it's a clamping down. Ow. Notice the clamping down always creates an ow or an ouch or oh shit. This hurts. From that point forth, the question becomes, now what? Are you going to continue into the experience of the freeze, freezing yourself up by your own old world ideas? Or are you going to allow yourself to see the beauty of that brain freeze, momentary freeze, like a child that has already outweighed the ice cream, knowing that if I eat the ice cream, a brain freeze may come, and I'm going to be present with it, and I'm going to be patient, and I deserve it. I'm willing to sacrifice a little bit of something, something for a little bit of something, something else. So, Claudia says, hi, Keith. Hey, Claudia. Sandy, hi. And I want to read you what brain freeze is, and I'm going to break it down metaphorically. And then I'm going to present this Sadhguru video to you. If you want to get out of brain freeze like I do, as to why I do these things. These things. That's what they are. They're truly things. It's my love. It's my life. It's what I enjoy doing. It's about 15 or whatever minutes long. It doesn't matter how long it is. It matters how long ging are you for that which will be offered through the Sadhguru video. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it. And there it is. But I want to read you something really quick about brain freeze. Not only the physical properties of it and what happens when you eat something cold, but we're going to look at this in a metaphorical way as well. Brain freeze is practically a rite of summer. Notice, childlike, it's a rite. Summer of 69, Bryan Adams kind of thing, right? It happens when you eat ice cream or gulp something ice cold too quickly. Let's call that life. I'm enjoying devouring something about life. Brain freeze is your body's way of putting on the brakes, telling you to slow down and take it easy. Spiritually, metaphorically, that is saying, brain freeze is your body's, your mind's, your spirit's way of putting on the brakes, telling you to slow down and take it easy. From my bestseller, The Divine Principle, Spirit says, when something happens that you know could potentially be with you for a long time, I suggest that you heed in this moment, when you brain freeze, that you heed and heal it in the very moment it transpires. I say to Spirit, please share with me how God says, while an issue is new, it is still potential energy. It has not yet become static. But if you let it fester, it will put down deep roots in an effort to mire you in its illusion. The longer it stays frozen, the tougher the thaw will be. I know I have been telling you that everything is God, so you must be wondering, how is it that terrible things can be God? What you perceive as terrible is not the reality of God, but an illusion created by you. What I am saying is that the mind can never open up enough to take God in. So you must open your heart in order to move out of any illusion and into my reality. Time for some Sadhguru. Going to be right back. Enjoy this. Listen beyond the words. Listen beyond your eyes. Listen. The thorn he will gently, as a loving divine man, remove from your mind.
Your mind is your employee. Yes or no? Why have you made him your enemy? Resentment, anger, hatred, these are all poisons you drink and you expect someone else to die. Life doesn't work like that. Do something about this one. Fix this one before you enter the world. Once Shankaran Pillai had Why? You're laughing at somebody's ailment, this is not good. Shankaran Pillai had chronic tuberculosis. Tuberculosis. So he went to the doctor. Been festering for a long time, but it became too much of a problem, so he went. The doctor took an X-ray and looked, big holes in the lungs. He said, you need to get admitted into the hospital right away. And it takes a minor surgery. And you have to stay in the hospital minimum 6 months, and it'll cost you $50,000. Shankaran Pillai said, no, no way. $50,000 for sure I don't have. 6 months, no way. I can give you $100, what can you do? Now, the doctor looked at him, looked at the X-ray, looked at him, looked at the X-ray. He said, well, for $100 I could touch up the X-ray for you. It is possible that you could have caused physical damage to your system, an ailment, because of your patterns of thinking, very much possible. Because you're a psychosoma, whatever happens in the mind invariably happens in the body. But once the damage is manifested in the body, physically, trying to think it away could be just wishful thinking. I'm not saying it's not at all possible, but after all you have only one life, you don't want to take such a risk. Yes, you would like to assist it with your thought process also, but no, I will just sit down and think it away. You may think yourself away, you know So don't try such things. Disease or no disease, ailment or no ailment, you have no business to make a mess out of your mind. You have no business to torture this being. Whether you get ailment or you don't get an ailment is the next thing. But you have simply no business to torture this being. Because this is, in a way, it's a helpless being. See, if I run after you with a hot iron right now, you will try to escape. You'll call for help. You can do all those things. But suppose you take a hot iron and start putting into this one, where will this one run? Even if you're a child, you can still have some defense, yes? Even as a 5-6-year-old kid has some defense, isn't it? But this one, no defense. Whatever nonsense you do to this one, it has to just go through it, no escape. So this is like torturing a fetus trapped inside, now you start poking it. This is just like that, yes? The cruelest form of torture, the cruelest thing that you can do is self-torture, because a totally helpless being. Everybody else, however helpless they have some defense, isn't it? Yes? The weakest person can stab you when you're fast asleep. Yes or no? It's happened, isn't it? Somebody is weak, you went on poking them, one day when you're sleeping they came and poked you. They can do something. Even a very weak person, even a child can do something to you. But this one, totally helpless. So you have no business to torture this one, whether you have got an ailment or you haven't got an ailment. If you have gotten an ailment already, you've already taken it that far, that you cause damage to the system, it is better that it is assisted in all ways possible. Yes, definitely you must stop your nonsense. But if the system needs medicine, surgery, this one, that one, whatever is needed, it has to be done, trying to just think it away. Because you brought it through your mind, do not think that you can take it away through your mind. Possible, I'm not saying no at all. I cannot say it's 100% no, it is possible. But you don't try such things because you may think yourself away. Once it crosses a certain point, then nobody can help you, isn't it? Yes? Even your doctors give up at some point or no? Or they… The only people who don't give up on you is the insurance. Everybody else gives up on you at some point. The only people who don't want to give up on you is insurance because, you know. So, keeping your mind life-friendly is definitely your business. Your mind should be friendly to this life, isn't it so? Should work for this life. After all, your mind is your employee. Yes or no? Why have you made him your enemy? If you do not know how to handle the people who work for you, they will turn into your enemies. Don't have any misunderstanding about this. Don't have any doubt about this. It happens, isn't it so? If you don't handle your own children properly, they will turn into your enemies. No? You have any doubt? No, not my son, he won't do that. Don't have any doubt, he'll do that. If you don't handle him right, he will turn into your enemy, yes or no? Yes or no? That's the way life is. Now, why is it your mind, such a powerful, beautiful, miraculous thing, has turned into your enemy? This is something we have to look at, whether you have an ailment or you're on the way. Whichever way, it's time you look at it, isn't it so? You shouldn't let any time pass because thinking diseases in and thinking diseases out is not fun. It'll cost life. Once you have an ailment, it becomes a full-time engagement. You won't have any other luxury of sitting and listening to spiritual discourse like this. It'll take away everything. You'll be sitting in a hospital queue. Yes or no? It's not fun. Yes? It's not fun. Till you get there, you don't realize how bad it is. I want you, everybody, however healthy you are, once a month, take a tour of a major hospital in your town. You must. Really, you must go and see. Not for some perverse pleasure, but you must see what can happen to human beings. Just small things wrong, that's all. They didn't commit any great crime. They were just every day creating little acid in their stomach. See where it's gotten them. You handle everything right, still, the damn tick may get into you and cause problems, who knows? Yes, you handle everything right, doesn't matter. You got into an airplane, you're thinking they're all people, but the swine flu got into you. Somebody's a swine there, you don't know. If you do everything right, still there are a million problems, isn't it so? Yes? The nature of life is such, even if you drink milk, you could get poisoned. But if you're talking about drinking poison and living well, all the best. That's all I can say. isn't it so? If you eat good food, it can turn into poison in your stomach, it's possible. If you eat the best things, it can turn into poison. You want to eat poison and live well? I can only wish you luck, because there's no other way for such a person, isn't it? You're churning up poison and hoping to live well, oh, you need a lot of luck. We have to arrange the whole tapestry of stars into a line, straight line for you, all the stars in line for you. Otherwise life will not work for you, it'll get you. So, please keep your mind in line. It should work for you, it should do beautiful things for you, not ugly things. Why is your mind doing ugly things? So, now, I can't stand her, I can't stand her. If I develop resentment, anger, hatred, these are all poisons you drink and you expect someone else to die. Life doesn't work like that. If you drink the poison, only you die, not somebody else. I hate her, I want her dead, I want her dead. Only you die, not her. Isn't it? You drink poison and you expect somebody else to die. It doesn't work like that. So, you need to get this straightened out. If your mind is working against you, first and foremost thing that you do is take a break from every damn thing that you're doing, it doesn't matter what you're doing. You understand? Your work, your family, your nonsense, take a break from everything, go to an appropriate place. If you want, you can come here or go to India, go somewhere else, wherever it works for you. Do something about this one, fix this one before you enter the world, isn't it? So, sit down in one place, see what you can do about this one. Because once you live in this world, either you must do something good to yourself or you must do something good to 10 people around you. Either you must be keeping yourself truly joyful and living, you don't care about anybody, it doesn't matter, at least you're happy, they're okay. Or you're doing something nice for somebody around you, you're okay. Anybody who is not doing any good to himself or to anybody around him has really no right to call himself human, isn't it? That much intelligence and awareness nature has put into you, isn't it so? Yes? Maybe you can't do some great act in the world, it doesn't matter. At least walk gently upon this planet, that much you can do, right? Yes? Maybe you can't go out and serve the whole world, it doesn't matter. At least walk joyfully. If you walk joyfully on this planet, suddenly you see the whole world looks beautiful. Once the whole world looks beautiful, naturally you will shed a glance, a loving glance upon everything. This is natural process. Is it so? If you walk through this very joyfully, whatever you look at looks beautiful. Once everything looks beautiful to you, you naturally shed a very loving glance upon everything that you see. You are a blessed being. That's all it takes. And if you are not so, isn't it time that you take some time off and work upon yourself? No, I am doing something important. You're not doing anything important. Because in everything that you do, who you are will find expression, isn't it? Not your stupid good intentions which will find expression. Who you are will find expression in everything that you do. If you have poison in your head with good intentions, you'll inject poison into the world. That's what is happening in the world. More damage is happening to this world with good intentions than with bad intentions, isn't it so? In 1934, Adolf Hitler gave a speech in Hamburg and he said, "I'm doing the duty of my forefathers." When people asked him why he is rounding up people and sending them to the gas. And I want you to understand, I believe that he was not lying, he believes. That's the most dangerous thing. He's not a liar, he believes what he's doing. That's what empowers the men. Within a short span of time, the way he organized the whole nation and made everybody believe whatever he believes in is not simple organization, phenomenal organization, isn't it? Because the man believes 100%, and he believes that he is the best thing, he is doing the best thing that can be done to the world. So, your good intentions are not going to save the world. How you are, and how you are will change only if you can breathe, walk, lie down, sit down joyfully. If you cannot do this one thing, everything else will be just poison, whatever you do. Only when you're pleasant within yourself, you feel pleasant about everything around you. Only when you feel pleasant about everything around you, you move around with a certain sense and value to life around you. Otherwise, it doesn't matter how much morality you carry in you, how many scriptures you remember, you will find ways to do the cruelest possible things. So the first and foremost business, the first and basic responsibility for a human being is how he sits here. Are you sitting here joyfully? Are you sitting here with some misery being manufactured in your head? This is the foremost thing that you have to attend to. Only after that everything else. Because otherwise nothing else really works, please see. Whenever you feel very miserable, always the thought comes, you want to end your life. You don't take action on that, but thought comes, isn't it? Yes or no? You try this, 24 hours you remain in misery. You always entertain yourself with a television or a book or a friend or something. Don't do that. 24 hours just remain in misery. Within 24 hours, you will get serious thoughts that you want to end your life, for sure. Because nobody can bear misery more than for a few minutes. More than a few minutes, you need a diversion, otherwise you'll go crazy, isn't it? To understand misery does not work. That's not the way to conduct life, whatever may be your life situation, whatever I'm saying. Whatever may be happening with your life, maybe when you came to the satsang, you packed everything in your car and come and you have no house to go back to. Maybe, if you come from Michigan. Not you, okay, not you. Maybe something else. There may be many things in life. Whatever it may be, you are better off than when you were born, isn't it? You came with nothing, at least you got something now. You're on the profit side. Look at the beauty of life. You came with utterly nothing. Whatever may be happening, you are still in profit, not in loss. So you cannot complain. Isn't it so? So, don't try to think your disease away, think your misery away. If you think your misery away, ailment or no ailment, we'll see.
Welcome back to Center of Light. I want to address something to someone by the name of Georgia Vachan. And the last thing Sadhguru says, and it's so beautiful and synchronistic. She says, Georgia Vachan, that is, we're going to put that in quotes, I have breast cancer, had few today, started my chemo, had that so much since I found out, thought I was losing my mind, but since I had it, I'm so at peace. I felt like I have a bubble over me. That is weird. Basically, what I'm shorthand interpreting is, she's saying that recently she's feeling at peace. I understand it's weird, but it's actually your natural state that you're becoming aware of. Notice what Sadhguru said. Don't wish away your illness, because we're skipping a step. You can't wish away the illness. You can, not likely. Wish away, think away your misery. So, Georgia, I think that is, and I'm so glad you stuck around. I'm going to compress all that energy and light to you from this entire presentation till now and evermore. Everyone that comes into this forum that sees this video now or in the future, automatically, without them asking, thinking about it, the energy is going to be directed to you. Don't think about the cure, not that you are. Just think about moving the misery out of it. But I love that you're finding peace within this dynamic. I think that is really, really important. What's up, Carl Laprousse, Janelle, Leah, Nori says, is that a capital I or a little L? All right, so I'm going to be leaving here shortly. Thank you very much for joining me. I want to do a Facebook challenge. I don't want anyone to respond to this. Please don't. Tomorrow is my birthday, so please don't say happy birthday, Keith. Thank you. Let's say you did, but don't. Just don't. I'm telling you this because I'm thinking about my day tomorrow. What am I going to do with my 56th birthday? Don't know. I like that everything is possible. I'm sure it's going to include my son. I may do a presentation tomorrow. I've been wanting to do a presentation for a while. Sometimes I make these banners as they come to me inspirationally. And one of the last ones that came to me was hashtag you are loved beyond measure. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Whatever floats your boat. Swamji. God on earth today. When we realize who walks beside us, we will never be afraid ever again. Share this to you all. Homecoming, Crossing the Bridge to the Soul is going to be out July 31st, 2020. 2020 is going to be a powerful shift. It's not just a new year in the year 2000. It's a landmark of 10 times 2. This is cosmic math. To understand cosmic math, the millions, billions, trillions, quadrillions, billions, you have to understand the one. Otherwise, we put the cart before the horse. You have to understand the one. You are the one. You are the one of your life. Hello, John Berthelot. You're the one of your life. Then we can move into the finalities, the finer energies, the finer vibrations, the finer ideas, the finer, greater truths. Of the multiplicity. We can never understand the majesty, the infinite, until we understand the finite. You can never take in the expansion of Creator, and we take into at least consideration the capacity of the small self. What I think is me, most often for most people, is what I see when I look in the mirror. Hello, Cindy Beacom, Gillette. Thank you, everyone. Happy holidays. It's always a blessing to be with you in your space. Gonna hang out with my son, eat some food, watch some cool sci-fi flick, very loud. Appreciate you. Let's see what we have in the till here. Happy holidays, you crazy sons of bitches. You are loved beyond measure. Brain freeze. Life will hit you hard. What you do with it beyond the initial hit becomes the greatest possible choice you can ever make for yourself. Winter is coming. So is summer. So is pleasure. And so is my life is a bummer. I'll see you soon. Blessings.